triggered every time you pass through the system. Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay.
Good morning, everyone. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, so how's this? Be just a few moments, just getting my act together with regards to audio monitoring. There we go. That's much better. Now I can hear myself in real time and I'm not going to be distracted and distartled. Distartled? Okay, I think I just invented a new word while I was all distracted and discombobulated. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. It's a lovely day outside, actually. It's pretty nice out there as things go. It's not too cold. It's going to be 11 degrees. Well, it might be 11 degrees at the moment. No, hang on, what are we looking at here? Currently 11 with a forecast temperature high of 14 today. So, you know, there is that. Things are going well at the moment, I suppose. You know, we're rampaging off back to the bubble because, well, we've got to get there soon enough. I'm still in the middle of what can best be described as breakfast/leftovers. I have messages. Okay. Oh, righto. Anyway, so here I am out in the middle of nowhere making a mad dash back home. So let's continue. Whoops, daisy. Let's select the right screen first. Okay, continue and... Right. Okay, so what am I doing? I think last I checked, I'd scanned this entire system because, yeah, or did I? Oh yeah, I'd gone through this entire system and so forth. I'm not going to do any landfalls here, just don't feel like it at the moment. So we've got 170 jumps left to get back home, and home for me is obviously the station Steve's last bintang. So heading out that way now, and let's get moving. Right, there's this, that. So, nothing really scheduled for fun and excitement. Well, what can we sort of violent fun and excitement. So this is just going to be me rampaging my way home. You know, if Exploration Buddy here says that I'm the first discoverer of a system and so forth, I'm probably going to scan the whole thing and see how things go. Looks like this one's going to be another one. What have we got here? 9 bodies in this system, so fill up on the tanks, and then we'll just slide on past to a goodly distance. So that pesky sun's out of the way. That's good enough for me. Yeah, let's get my name plastered on further bits of the galaxy. Oh, you can see this is going to be fun. They're all over the place. Okay, and that's up a bit. Yep, so just trundling along and so forth. Developments, obviously, overnight developments. I found out while driving my wife to the airport, because she's on her way home to Canada for our holiday and meet up with the family and so forth and take care of family stuff and so forth, because it's been a while. So yeah, found out this morning on the drive over that Dolly Parton had died overnight, and I have to admit that hit me harder than I expected. You know, was not really expecting that, and you know, obviously didn't know didn't know her in person or anything like that. But everything that I heard about her and saw of her and so forth on the media and like, she seemed like an absolutely wonderful, down-to-earth person and so forth, and you know, definitely worth her own weight in salt. And you know, I was genuinely upset by this development. I didn't know how to deal with it. You know, there's only one song of hers that I know, and that's Jolene, and so you can't really. And I know that she wrote "I Will Always Love You" for Whitney Houston. Or at least let Whitney Houston use it, and made an absolute mozza as a result afterwards, because, you know, I think she, in her own words, she said, if I sang it and released it and so forth, it probably would have gone nowhere. But, you know, with Whitney Houston releasing it, you know, she made an absolute bank on that. So good luck to her on that. But, yeah, it was just a shock. You know, it was one of those things, you know, you kind of expect people like that to keep on ticking over and going forever. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But that small childish part that's in all of us and so forth kind of expects, you know, the people that we grew up with and grew up with on, you know, on movies and TV and the like, you know, to just still be there, you know, and not just fade out. And it's, you know, it's a shock. So, you know, yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. And obviously, you know, kind of like I'm in that age group now where, you know, all the people that, you know, the media personalities and so forth, that, you know, movie stars, musicians and various artists and so forth that I grew up with, well, they're getting on in years. My God, just got distracted. As I said, you know, they're getting on in years and so forth, and obviously they're naturally passing away. But, you know, it's touchstones of your childhood and adolescence and early adulthood and so forth, and they're one by one they're going away. Yeah, so not happy with that development at all. Okay, I may be here for some time. If there's stratum tectonicus in this system, I am definitely sticking around. Okay, so, oh, hang on, there's still 2 more worlds left. No, there we go, that's one. And there's the other. Now, what do we got here? So, A2, bacterium, no. There's possible stratum tectonicus on B1. And on C1, and on C2. Okay, so I'll scan the worlds just for the sake of completeness. So A2. Yep, so I'm also going to pop myself into game only, clean gameplay. Just so while doing all of this, I can quickly snarf down some breakfast and not horrify you all with my appalling table manners. So I'll see you on the flip side of all of this. Okay, so this is a nice gentle drift into a, for want of a better word, a surveillance orbit or a scanning orbit. Let's just park it down. Half impulse. 3/4 down, and now okay, so how many? 6 probes.
Surface scanned by 50%.
So we've got bacterium here, and what else have we got? I think it's just bacterium. Yep. Okay. Bye-bye, bacterium. You're boring. B1. Oh, it's not so far. Okay, so I'm going to just do a slow super cruise here and eat brekkie. Okay, we're back and we're pretending to be civilized human beings again. Oh, dearie me, am I? Okay, so what are we doing with this one? Oh, that's right, we're scanning this place. Oopsie-daisy. Okay, how are we doing on this? Should be able to cover this in just 4.
Surface scan at 50%.
Oh yeah, we're golden on this. Oh, it's absolutely munted that one. There you go, bacterium. Is that it? Okay, I am officially honked off by this development. Well, at least this one's got plenty of samples to keep me harmlessly occupied for a while. Here's hoping it's going to be, well, worth it. Because, you know, not to put too fine a point on it, I'm doing this strictly for the money. I got to pay for a whole bunch of ships that I brought out to Colonia, the expensive way, instead of jamming them into a fleet carrier that I was riding in. I had them shipped out, so I got to pay for that. That was expensive. So was the materials grind for paying bartenders for materials for upgrades and introductions to various people. So well, yeah, that'll cost a pretty penny. I'm in the black. I'm in the red. I need the money. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so that high metal content, well, I think, yeah, that was a terraformable body. It's okay. It'll help pay the bills. Okay, what's this one? This is going to be 4 probe. Okay, so just that should take care of it nicely.
Surface scanned at 50%.
Okay, so we got bacterium, cactoida, fungoida, osseous, and stratum. Okay, what's the stratum? What's the stratum? Oh, that's right, doesn't it? Stratum technoticus is the only one stratum there. Nice. So what's the osseous? Osseous discus. Okay, I'll wear this one. Let's go in. Let's go and get some of that money. Let's find myself something reasonably flat because I just can't be bothered with janky terrain and the like. Yeah, that looks nice over there. Yeah, we'll go with that. Osseous. Okay, so we want north of there.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, it still looks pretty flat and good. Cool. I'll work with this. Right. Alrighty then, so on the hunt for money, because getting my engineering upgrades and transshipping my half my fleet was expensive. Okay, so I'm hoping that the Osseous is Discus and not Spiralis, although Spiralis is easier to spot at a distance. Discus pays more, obviously. Yeah. Seasoned Expo, but Explorer, you'd already know that. Okay, so it's time to yank out the landing gear. I'm going to turn on autopilot. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't be bothered yanking myself around. Let's just take. Okay, so it looks like we've got bacterium off the distance as well. Okay, that works. Means it's just not that hard to find. So, step out and get that first footfall. There we go. Do. Okay, so it's 0.26G. Wasn't expecting that. Hello, money. Nice to meet you. Oh, and because I can, and it's my shields. Let's see what a complete clip of this does to the shields wall. How badly did I hurt my shields with all of that? That's impressive. That's actually pretty impressive.
Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
It's actually kind of scary. Just how brutal those plasma weapons are. We're shooting people with them? I suppose that is the point. Alrighty then. Do. Okay, that's the third piece of money for the day. Let's see if we can't find, after this, can't find ourselves some Osseous. I'm going to go look over in that rough patch that's off to the right a bit. Okay, so this is 95,054,000 credits. Thank you very much. All I have to do now is just survive long enough to not die. That's a bit of a tautology. Basically live long enough to turn it in at a vestigenomics. This might be one of those ones where zipping around in an SRV might be advisable, or better yet, wandering around in that Nomad, which is in my other exploration ship because I left it in the bubble. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Oh well. I like the Mandalay. Mandalay is a nice ship. Okay, let's go up and see what we can do about finding some osseous of one description or another. What have we got over here? No, it's just geology. Yeah, this will be so much easier in my Nomad. But without the sense of accomplishment, really? Okay, let's have a... Which is just idiot speak for I was too dumb to think of the future and now I'm trying to justify my life choices now that they're coming to bite me in the ass. Not seeing any bacteria either. This is very... most atypical. Okay, hang on a moment. Options, controls, group, that's what I want. Quality. Boost everything up to ultra. Keep that. Ah, it landed on me. Or rather, it landed while I was distracted. And there's the bacteria I was looking at before. Brilliant. You won't find it. All I had to do was be patient. And crank my graphic settings up to a ridiculous degree. There we go. Okay, how much is this going to be worth? Probably not a lot. Yeah, it's piddly. It's what is it? That's 8 something million with first footfall. It's not great. I mean, it's better than a kick in the ass with a frozen boot, but it's not great. Okay, so there's more bacteria there. Excellent. And I suppose at the end of the day, it's credits. It'll work out. I just gotta keep an eye out for the osseous. Ah, it's Spiralis. Just spotted it. Oh well, it's 12 million. It's better than most. Okay, so and where was I spotting that? There it is. Let's just go for a little bit of a run. Come on, run. Is that it? That's all you can do? Very disappointing. But your high school gym teacher would be very judgmental about now. Righto, 12 million in the bank now. Okay, so do I want to go rampaging around looking for the other bits of tussock? Is what is the tussock? Yeah, fungoida might be worth something, but that's always a pain to find, especially when you're not in a nomad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to bail after I get back to the ship. Just based on the fact that yeah, the payoff ain't worth going to be trying to find the fungoida. That's the fungoida and the cactoida are the two two most profitable ones left, and they're an absolute shit show to try and find. So bugger it, I'm out of here. Okay, let's have a look for the spiralis first. There you are. Oh, it's 800 meters. Nuts.
Landing gear detected. Landing gear deployed.
There we go. And okay, up and go. Okay, so where are you, Mr. Spiralis? Where are you? There you are. No, you're not. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, 12 million in the bank, waiting to be collected. Alrighty then, who's next? C2 I think is next world up.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, so who's up next? Bodies. C2 it is. Whoa! Okay, so. Ugh. Double tapped. Whoops. That's sticky tape on my console there. Can I push in on that? I paid millions for this ship. Why is bits of it being held together with duct tape? Somebody in quality control definitely needs to get their butt kicked. I paid new ship prices for this crate. Thinking about it, that'd actually be a really cool addition to have. Yeah, just for, you know, obviously with your paint jobs and so forth, you do have wear and tear and so forth on it. But I think it'd be kind of interesting where your cockpit had a similar degree of ongoing wear and tear, and so, you know, minor scuffs, bits of, you know, even schmutz and the occasional chip packet, you know, just clutter and dust and grime and stuff like that to show that the ship has been lived in. That would be really cool. And not just sort of like the stuff that comes in pre-built, but you know, your ship starts off factory showroom fresh, and then after a while it just gets more and more lived in and for want of a better word, grody, gross, grotty. And you've got to clean up the interior of the ship as well as zhuzhing up the exterior. That would be really cool.
Surface scanned at 50%.
Okay, so what do we have? Bacterium, osseous, stratum. Okay, and the stratum. What's the potential here? I think it's, yep, stratum tectonicus is the only one here. And it's different type of osseous. Osseous pelabantus is a possibility. I'd never even heard of that one before. And osseous cornubus. Okay. Stratum all bacterium is a little bit... Okay, so they all appear to be sharing happy colonization areas with each other, so I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go in and find somewhere flat, or at least not ridiculously jiggery pokery. Okay, I'm going to go there because it looks interesting. Hang on. Actually, inside that crater. Why not? Why not indeedies?
Engaged.
Guaranteed to have a reasonable amount of terrains in there and so forth, so I reckon I'd be mad to pass this crater up as a prospecting zone. Let's see what they've got on tap here. Okay. And there's the bacterial clonal colonies. Okay, let's just put roots down.
Landing gear.
Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that's stratum. That's stratum tectonicus. Let's go out and get more money. Come on. We're doing this again, are we? Okay, will it work out quicker just terminating this this task and starting it all up again, or should I just wait for the disconnect and so forth and go back to the main menu? Decisions. Okay, nuts on this task. And let's start it up again. Okay. Looks like it's being no different at all. Good to know. Ah, here we go. We got some movement. Come on. Get moving. Yep, still there. I would have been so annoyed. Okay, so it's Stratum Tectonicus taken care of for this one. Up and away. That's one thing I do like about stratum and so forth. It sticks out. Oh, there's grass and stuff here as well. Oh, I am just in the middle of it all. There's bacteria. There's stratum. I'm going to land right here. Okay, I'm going to let the thing land for me. Okay, looks like setting down in this crater was the best move I've made all day. Oh. I'm going to head off in 500 meters, sort of like that way, because it looks like there's going to be an absolute motsa worth of stuff around here to collect on foot. So let's just do that. 79 meters. Jump over the rock. Well, jump over the life form, covering the rock. $216 meters, almost halfway there. And if nothing else, I'm getting my on-foot stats up to a nice level as well. So I'll have to have a look at that when I get back to the ship. That looks like Stratum Tectonicus to me right there. And a soft landing. Did not hurt myself. Yay me. Okay, so this is ka-ching moment. Oh, what's that? Okay, this is tussock. But which kind? Propagato. What is it? It's 5 million. Boring. Oh well, it's many. Let's see. There it is off in the distance. It's only got a colonial distance, colonial distance rather, of 200 meters. Shouldn't be too much of a drama. If this doesn't turn out, there's stuff off to the left I can see. Okay, looks like I'm bearing off to the left. Oh, and there's osseous in the distance as well. So it's Paralis? Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, it's Paralis. No, it's not. It's osseous something or other. Pelabantus? Maybe? Okay, heading off in the general direction of those funny flat-topped things. Looks like we'll have more tussock in the middle somewhere. Not going to complain about that. But I'm going to run. Yep. Run out of biological sample before I run out of distance to have to overcome. Okay, so there's stuff over there as well. Anything closer? No, that looks like it's it. Okay, that's 5 million in the bank right there, waiting to be collected. Now, what's this ridiculous looking thing? Pelabantus, maybe? I don't know. What is... Yes, it is Pelabantus. So that's what it looks like. And that's what it pays too. Cool, nice. Okay, heading back to the ship. Looking for more of this Pelabantus stuff, which has a colonial distance of 800 meters. Okay, that's all good. I can do this. So 900 meters left to get back to the ship. A not unreasonable chance of running into more of that osseous stuff before then. But not likely. Time for a run. Oh, yeah. There it is, I think. No, that's tussock. I was up at ridiculous o'clock this morning, getting my wife off to the airport, so she had to be at the airport for 7 for a 10 a.m. flight. So I was at the door at 6, up at 5. And king of poor life choices that I am, I didn't get into bed until midnight last night, so 5 hours sleep is doing its toll on me. And I'm in the middle of switching over from night shift to afternoon shift, so that's against me too. So, and I see from here that my friend and bud's guardian Brandon has come online, so I might send him a message and see how he's doing with his things. So I'll just hop back to the ship at this stage. It's a lot of plant work, plant life though, behind the ship. I don't know how I missed it when I was coming in like that. Spotted the bacteria right off the bat though. So yeah, there's that. All right, let's go up. And take off. Now, I do believe there was stuff behind me. Hang on, switch on. Okay, where are we? Thought I spotted you off in the distance. Okay. One thing I do like about some variants of Osidius is they are easy to spot. Yeah, so they've got that going for it. Osseous discus is somewhat nightmarish to find in the distance and so forth. But yeah, this one here with its little flat head and funny hat, and yeah, that's nice. I can spot that one off. Oh, we're doing this again? Right, okay, so I'm just going to take a quick step away from the PC just at the moment. Oh, cool, my delivery of my new headphones is coming in today. Where is it? Tracking my order. Okay, so it's on board to delivery from the Sunshine West sorting facility, so yay. Where is that? Let's all look at this thing. Oh. Okay, so it went from Sydney all the way down here to Melbourne. Do. Getting myself distracted. Anyways, so yeah, my headphones are being delivered today. Let's see, put you right there. AliExpress, Kickstarter, hey, come on, Studio. Okay, so okay, I will be right back. Oh. Okay, looks like we have to end this bloody task again and start from the beginning. Again. Okay, so I just put the kettle on. Because Lord knows I need the caffeine. I seriously need the caffeine. I need all the caffeine. Seems I also need the electrolyte drinks as well, so there's that. Right. And if anybody has any notion at all as to where I put my glasses last night, oh, there they are. I spent all night looking for you. And this morning before the car trip, I was looking for you. And there you are, just sitting on top of the printer there, just going, minding your own business. I'm sure you were hiding from me earlier. You got up and walked over there to make maximum fool of me at the most inopportune time. So, yeah, thanks for that. It's getting quite bright out there. I've got to do something about the shocking state of my desk. It's an absolute Greek tragedy here. It really is. So I try and run as many of these cables as I can underneath the desk. Make sure that the cables themselves are bundled up nicely out of the way before I do that. And then later on, I get to argue with my printer and try and get the bloody thing to work properly. So I'm having issues with my newly ordered and delivered Epson EcoTank printer. So the ET3900 is causing me grief and no small amount of aggro. Okay. No need to tell you my troubles on that front though. Oops. Oh, for the love of God. Okay. Work, you bastard. That was a warning shot. Well, while it's deciding whether or not it's going to work or not, I'm suspecting not. Just going to have a look and see where I'm. Okay, so do. Okay, so I'm currently, where am I? Right, and force closing it again. Annoying as hell. Oh, cool. I realised I just have water here. I'll just add it to my fizzy tablets. Okay, so this apparently is allegedly the fun part. Okay, thanks to Commander Brandon for that particular piece of advice. Let him know it worked. Okay, Letty. Let's let things... Okay. Getting ready to throw things out the window. Okay, so the bacterium might be 9.7 million. Knowing my luck, probably going to be 5. Don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I think I'm pretty happy with the 148 million I got so far from this planet, plus the money I got from the last one as well. So I think I'm going to take off and bugger off.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
So how much would I get out of all of that? Lots, I think. History.
Ready to engage.
I'm not saying it's 121 million so far, but that's before I did all my biological scanning in here. So we'll see. We'll see.
Fuel scooping.
Right, 10, and somebody's already been here. So moving on.
Frameshift
Bummer.
drive charging.
Allegedly, that's supposed to be orange flavour. Allegedly. Okay, so how are we doing so far? We've got... This will be 167 jumps left, maybe 166.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so somebody's been here as well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just gonna... Anything that's new on the books, I'll do a more in-depth investigation, but anything else other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna honk and scoot.
Fuel scooping.
Ah, now we're good. Now we're going well.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so what do we got here? There we go. Right, and more to go. Oh, that's a water world. Do I really want to scan it? Oh, hello, 3 coins. How are you today? Good to see you again. Don't mind me, I'm just making a mad dash back to the bubble. Well, as mad as can be expected in a Mandalay. Because I figured there's not going to be another community goal in Colonia this week. I just got bored with waiting, and it's been a while since I've done some construction work on my colonisation efforts and so forth. So I figured, you know, I'd race the fleet carrier that's dragging the majority of the ships that I took out to Colonia with me. So where is it? There's the other one. So that's 2 water worlds. I really don't want to scan them. I mean, that is actually a measure of how badly the exobiology has broken exploration, I reckon. Because remember when I'd see things like water worlds and ammonia worlds and go, oh, we gotta go scan those. But now, you know, you kind of like one mediocre dose of bacteria will completely outclass anything that you scan for by way of well, how much will a water world get you? Where is it? Water world, if you scan it and map it completely and so forth, it gets you about 4.3 million, somewhere about 3 to 5 million or thereabouts. Or 1.5 to 3, 1.5 to 4.5 million credits and so forth. Whereas the dinkiest little bacteria, if you got first footfall, which out here is likely, it's going to get you a minimum of 5 million credits. Oh, we've got a biological sign here. What's that? That's Tectonicus. Oh, okay, so we've got possibility of Tectonicus on C2. Don't mind me, chasing money. Because I got to pay for all of those ships I transshipped from the bubble to Colonia. I don't think I've really done an extended overcharge in a Mandalay for a while. Let's see how badly this thing heats up. Yep, struggling to break it past 60% at the moment. And not ridiculously out of control either. Okay, come on. Let's try and stick the landing on this one. Not quite, not quite. At least it didn't do a loop of shame, but yeah, just didn't stick the landing like I was hoping to on that one. Oh well. Can't complain. No one listens. Yuck. Why do I do that to myself? Oh, that's right, yeah, my diabetes nurse said, yeah, up my electrolyte intake. Ugh. And have to admit, since been doing that, I mean, random leg cramps in the middle of the night while trying to sleep has been much abated, very much abated. So I'll wear the distaste over the pain. Okay, so we've got a possibility. Oh, I'm doing that leap of shame because I got distracted. Hello, leap of shame. Feel like I should have put a paper bag over my head or something. Probably won't help. Oh, the shame of it all. Okay, you want to slow down now. You need to slow. Whoa! Whoa! Right, what's this? 6. Where are you dropping off? There you are. Okay, that means I've popped it there. That should... There's another one.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Now we're just waiting for the other one to pop in. Okay, how close to the money did I hit that one? Oh, I'll take that. Bullseye. And it's bacterium. Dagnabbit. Totally ripped off. And not even any of the good ones. Screw that. I'm going home.
Frameshift drive charging.
165 jumps left to go. I'm going home. Screw it, guys. I'm going home. So 3 coins. How's things been treating? I know we chatted briefly last week at the end of, like literally the last 20 to 30 minutes of the stream on Friday, I think it was. How was your weekend?
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so go around. Or was it Monday? I can't remember.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, how many? 15 bodies, and yeah, people have been here before, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, but they haven't... Oh, what the hell, I'll scan it. The egomaniacal part of me is saying, I want my name up everywhere. I want my name in lights. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Right, there we go. Last bit on this one, and then we move to the next world. Okay, so that one's got a possibility there. What is it? That's thin atmosphere, high metal content body, possible tectonicus. Let's go have a look. But first, let's get the rest of this system scanned as well. Right, what have we got here? We've got 2 samples. Stratum tectonic is definitely one of them. Bark mounds? Okay. B1. Well, that's not so bad. Okay. Yeah, so my day's pretty much mapped out and so forth. After the stream finishes here, I'm going to be getting in contact with the people that sold me my printer and tell them that their printer is giving me all manner of grief. And I want them to come out and fix the bloody thing. Because this thing never really worked properly from when I unboxed it and so forth on Friday. The auto printing calibration and scanning setup and so forth never worked. I had to manually dial that thing in. And it keeps screwing up when it tries to pick up paper and so forth, so... Here it goes, there's no paper in the tray. Or it'll go quite enthusiastically jam itself at the drop of a hat. And it would seem that idiots in this house like dropping hats because it jams all the bloody time. Bacterium and... Oh, yep, yeah, we got stratum here. Okay, I'm a happy camper now. Okay, what type of stratum do we have, Onk? That's stratum tectonicus. I will wear the burden of hunting this stratum down and so forth and collecting the first footfall bonus and the associated mountain load of credits. It's a terrible burden, but it's one I've learned to live with. Looking decidedly boring out there. Okay, I'll go for that because it looks more boring than most.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, what's my history saying? Yep, so close to 400 million on exploration and biological data so far. So yeah, not going to complain about any of that. Yeah, let's go for the floor of a crater because the last time I did that it worked out being really good for me. So let's do that again. Sorry, I needed the puppy spam. I needed pictures of puppies to help make my day that much brighter and better. I'm a terrible addict. Okay, so landing gear down. And let's see. Keeping an eye out for the bacterium. Do we see any out there? Possibility over there. 11 o'clock. Okay. Time for the Tectonicus, rather. And go investigate that possible signal out at 11 o'clock. Do. Oh, cool. The bacteria is easy to spot. And it's probably Bacteria morisus. Okay, time to throw myself out of the airlock and collect more money. Also time to dose myself up on blood pressure meds. The glamorous life of somebody in their mid-50s. Yay. Okay, next up. Final colonial matchup for this one. That looks like it's going to be a reasonable look over there. Have a look. So we want 500 meters. Alrighty then, and let's go. Okay, time to survey all that I can see. Yeah, that looks like bacteria over there. Yeah, that's bacteria. Okay, here's hoping it's Bacterium teller, but it's probably Orisis. It's Orisis. Oh well, there's 5 million in the bank. Takes me up to a cool 100 million for this world alone. Doesn't suck. And there's more bacteria right there, I reckon. Yep, there it is. Okay, so wherever I find bacteria now, what's that? That might be bacteria over there. Are you bacteria? Yes, you're bacteria. Oh, hello, Michael. Yay! Yep. So just racing back to what can best be described as civilization within this the scope confines of this game. So I'm racing the rest of my fleet that's taking a lift by a fleet carrier, and I'm just going the leisurely way across, if we can call leisurely being. Jumping from system to system and system, and bioscanning my way all the way through to paying for getting my ships out to Colonia in the first place. So lots and lots of exploration at the moment with a cheeky side order of bioexobiology. Xenobiology. That's right, yeah, I've got a really tiny power plant on this thing, so it takes a while to boost up. It's not intense, it's actually quite relaxing, and exobiology is definitely where the money's at. The world I just left behind, 2 biosamples, and I got $100 million 100 million credits and so forth in biological data, and the first footfall bonus. So not gonna lie, it's cheesily profitable. It really is a big cheesy. Like everybody and their dog is there. As soon as they see anything that says potential stratum, life signs and so forth, they drop whatever it is they're doing and they go have a look, because it's 95 million credits if you find it in its first footfall. It's quite disgusting. It really is. I'm not going to argue with it though. Okay, blood pressure meds time. Okay, so what have we got here? 26. I'm the first person here, but yes, I am. Okay, let's just zip out a bit. Yeah, so this is a more embroidered, I think is embellished version of what I did my first trip out to Colonia. So first trip out to Colonia, I did this in that ship that I called the Drunken Mistake, because that's what it was. Boxing Day 2019, I went, hey, I'm going to grab myself a D-rated Sidewinder and I'm going to take it to Colonia. What's the worst that can happen? And I found out what the worst that can happen was. The worst that can happen was space madness. And jumping 22,000 light years, 10 light years at a time. So 2,200 jumps just to get from the bubble to Colonia. It was brutal. It was rough. It was just such a grind. And of course I couldn't let it go because, well, you know, I said I was going to do it and I did it. Took me so much time to do because I accidentally blew myself up about halfway through. So there was that. So, oops. And so it took me all the way back to the beginning and sent it. So I had to start off again. So the drunken mistake was no more, and I had to go off in the drunken relapse, which was the same ship but under a different name. Because you can't have the same mistake twice. That would be just, well, that'd be saying that, yeah, you have a problem. And it is testament to just all of those. It's just testament to all of that, since then it's taken me, let's see, finished it up about, finished it up about the second half of 2021. And my average distance between jumps was about a fraction over 10 light years per. And it's been nothing but large jumps ever since then, including quite a number of neutron jumps where I'm just going at a stupidly large amount of distance in one hit. And I think my average jump between distance between jumps now is an average of maybe 27 or 28 light years. So the flight of the drunken mistake and the flight of the drunken relapse, they finished a long time ago, but they still have an impact. And let's have a look. Yep, there's nothing worthwhile in this system apart from geological activity on world B1. Let's be getting out of here. Oh, yeah. It took me about 18 months, because obviously there's only so much you could do of jumping between systems and so forth, and doing the honk and scan and so forth before it got completely intolerable. And because I took off on Boxing Day, my Sidewinder was all decked out in Christmas festivities and so forth, so the paint job made me look like a gigantic Christmas present, red ribbon and all. And there was Christmas lights in the cockpit, and I just, again, it was one of those things, I'm not going to get rid of the Christmas lights until I actually get to where I'm going. So 18 months of blink, 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 blink. Yep. It's a wonder I did not lose my mind. Okay, how many? Yep, so I got to Colonia in that Sidewinder, and then flew off to Sagittarius A star, the supermassive black hole in the beginning, at the middle of the galaxy, and thought, okay, I'm at Explorer's Anchorage now. I'll just jump into the shipyard and bring one of my other ships over, and there was no shipyard. And I went, okay, no way am I flying back to the bubble in this hunk of junk. So I threw myself at the exclusion zone of the supermassive black hole, exploded myself, and just restarted back in the bubble. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, that's right, yeah, I'm just jumping. No, hang on. Am I actually? I forgot if I scanned the system or not. Okay, nope. Because I got first discovery bonuses on all of these. I pretty much suicided my way back to the bubble after that, because there was no way I was going to fly that ship all the way back to the bubble and so forth. I mean, so I just exploded myself, and I sold off all my exploration data first, because I'm not an idiot. Well, not that big an idiot. And got multiple elite rankings out of selling off the exploration data there. And I went, okay, I'm going to throw myself into the black hole and then wake up in the bubble, and it'll all be just a bad dream, a bad nightmare. Although first thing I did when I got back was I recreated the ship that took me all the way out to to Colonia and Sagittarius A. I called it the Eternal Drunkard, and I've built the ship and left it completely alone, because if I hop inside that thing, I'm going to cry. But I needed to keep some sort of marker or memento to the fact that, you know, I was completely bereft of anything and everything resembling common sense. Now, where is that star? Where's that last body hiding? There you are. Okay, so this system's got lots and lots of geological signs on it, but nothing knife-worthy, so let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see if I've got a link to the plummet, space rapid stars on the drop drop. No, those are all the yep. Do I have Commander's Toolbox, EDC? No, I don't have the a link to the Eternal Drunkard, so but I think the Eternal Drunkard has now had some engineering done to it and so forth, because I wanted to make it not suck quite so much. Oh, I know where I can find it. Okay, and then I go over to my fleet. There it is. Export, and I'll just do the short version. Okay. Okay, I won't be doing the short version. I'll just do the long version. Cool story, yeah. I was this rampagingly stupid. and I was committed to it too. Yep, so you might have to copy and paste the whole link there, because obviously bits of it have been trimmed off. But yeah, just look for D25S, and that's the end of it right there. So just copy and paste the whole thing. And yep, I was completely correct. I did do some engineering to this ridiculous thing. So the thrusters and so forth were, what were they? They were engineered up to clean tuning, or what? Oh, that's right. Because the one thing I did learn about the Sidewinder is it heats up like a runaway charcoal briquette, especially when you're fuel scooping. The SCO drive was also engineered. Power plant was engineered up to overcharged. And yeah, so this thing now has a jump range of just a hair short of 36 light years. As opposed, yeah, so 3.5 times of what it was. So, yay. Maybe I will take it out for a bit of a look-see and so forth. Maybe I'll turn that into my on-foot murder hobo wagon when I'm doing settlement raids and so forth, and I'll just pop in there in a Sidewinder and go, hey, look, it's just me in a harmless little Sidewinder. I'm no threat at all. And then kill everyone. And I forgot to make note of how many bodies are in this system, but I do know that I am the first person here. Yep. Right, okay, there we go. Now I can see the chat once more. Okay, what are we looking for? Yeah, so when I get back to the bubble and so forth, definitely going to be partaking more and more in operations because it's kind of fun. And now I've actually got myself some guns there that downright bloody scary. You know, I was mucking about with my plasma rifle and my plasma pistol, and all I could hear was Billy Butcher in my head going, "Absolutely diabolical." Right, okay, so we've got some potential life signs over here. What do we have on the ground? Electroradium, Bacterium tella, Bacterium vesicula rather, and Fonticula. Yeah, that's, you know, every time I go looking for radium, I'm always disappointed. So let's just get out of here. Okay, T-class star is up next, so that's a failed brown dwarf type star. Almost certain, no, that's almost certainly going to be unexplored and so forth because people like to, well, ignore them, and with good measure, you can't fuel scoop off them and so forth. They're just generally a waste of space in space. So by that measure and so forth, if you want your name up in lights, it's not a bad place to go looking for it. Okay, let's... At least with the brown dwarfs and so forth, most of the planets are in the plane of the ecliptic. With T-Tauri type stars, for whatever reason, the planets are all over the map, like different angles and so forth, and it's messy and ugly trying to find all the planets and so forth in a system like that. Okay, so 159 jumps left to get back. Righto. Okay, that's 2 N-class stars in the system. Move on. So definitely going to put together a list of all of the tools and so forth I use to make my Elite Dangerous life that much easier, and that's down to the websites I use and obviously the third-party applications I use in the background as well. Okay, so what have we got? Okay, we got... Okay, need to scan that as well. And that's going to be easy enough to find. It should just be right over there. Oh, I've already scanned it. That was cheeky. Oh. I'm not going to complain about that. Jump number 12 for today. Okay, this one's another one. Okay, let's just boost the distance up a little bit. That works for me. Let's go. Okay, and finally, what have we got over here? We got potential biosigns on B3A. Okay, where's the last one? Where are you? There you are. Off and hiding. Now, what's the possibility out here? So, bacterium teller and bacterium aces. Yeah, that's move along.
Drive charging.
So, what's my current history like at the moment? Oh, God. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Okay, so... And so that's 367, 457, 400... Yep, so currently looking at 458 million just on exobiology data alone. That's just nuts. Right. These are all just going to be a whole bunch of snowballs.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh.
Fuel scooping.
This is another one where I'm first discoverer, so yep, we're going to map this one as well. And no buy signals here either. Move along.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now this one here is G-class star, so chances are fairly good that somebody's been here already. Yeah, so people tend to leave the brown dwarves and the red dwarves alone and concentrate on anything K-class and above.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, I'm first discoverer here as well. Unusual. Not gonna say no though. Alrighty then. Oh boy. Zoned out for a moment there. Hey, should not have happened. Well, then again, I was up at ridiculous o'clock this morning. So maybe it's not unnatural that I just zoned out for a moment there. Obviously, I need my horizontal position by the looks of it. And you're going to be off. Oh, you're not off the ecliptic. Nice. And yeah, no bio samples here either, so time to move along.
Drive charging.
Okay, so I'm going to land at this next star, and then I'm just going to be a quick moment away from the PC. I just need to fill up on more caffeine. Lord knows I need it. So we'll stop here, we'll scan. Yep, first person here as well, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
I was such an I was watching it when we go, I was watching the school at WWE.
And we're back. We have more coffee. Of course, it's fighting a rearguard action. You know, I've got such a tolerance to caffeine right now that I reckon I could drop, I could drop this thing like in 1 gram lines and it would just barely get my heart moving. Okay, 20 bodies this time round.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so let's get some distance between me and the star. Okay, how badly off the ecliptic are you going to be? Do, 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 do. I think that's what I'm going to have to do while doing this. Yeah, just pump some... You really are off the ecliptic, like perpendicular to it. Yeah, so I'm going to have to pump some tunes into my headset as well. Yeah, just like the music for Elite Dangerous is all nice and good and so forth. But at the moment, I've got an earworm in my head here that's just not going to come away. So I'm going to have to play it until it goes away. So Pink Floyd's "What's the Deal" is going to be on my playlist today. I can tell. Right, and no bioscience here, so this is move on. But we've got 4 ringed worlds and one with geological activity. I'm going to actually have to do that, I reckon. I reckon I'm going to have to... I've got the 3D printer for it now. I might as well print it. Print it and paint it. The drunken mistake or the drunken relapse or the drunken... the eternal drunkard. I think I need that printed off, painted up and so forth and stuck on the desk in front of me. Okay, so 11 bodies. First one here, let's scan. Okay, we've got life signs on World 7. Not 6, 7. I don't believe I just did that. Yeah, so when I was doing VCE at Swinburne TAFE, because I dropped out at year 11 from Collingwood College, Collingwood Education Centre back then. I dropped out at Collingwood College in year 11 because I was just bored off my face. Went back a couple of years later and got my adult VCE and so forth. My nickname at TAFE was Coffee Cup, just because I always had one with me. Always had a coffee with me.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so we're looking at probably get about up to jump number 30 here. Jump number 30 before we have to call it a day for today. Just finishing jump 18 now. Obviously, there was a fair amount of rampaging around on planetary surfaces looking for biological samples. Lord knows it turned out into quite bloody profitable for me, so pushing $500 million credits in various bits and pieces of exploration and so forth. Not just straight exploration itself, but also exobiology as well, and it's definitely best thing since deep fried wombat fritters. Okay, let's just put it out there. Right, well, what did you do? Okay, and we need to put you up there. Right, let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because there was nothing there by way of biosignals in that lot. Oh, that hurt. That's better. Yep, so
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
so the rest of my fleet's got an estimated return time back in the bubble of around about the 30th of September, so sometime this weekend. I just want to get there before them, because, you know, meep. Okay, so what have we got here? Did I scan this place? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so it's just really, really boring.
Frameshift drive charging.
An M-class star and an L-class brown dwarf. Right.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Get rid of the schmutz down the bottom. There we go.
System scan complete.
Yeah, it's not complete. I want those. There we go. Now it's complete. Oh, we've got biosignals here. Okay, what have we got? Bacterium. Bacterium and receptor. Okay, so BC2A. This one looks interesting, and I don't think I've actually scanned receptor yet. See you later, Michael. Have fun at the gym. I will catch you at work on. Well, I'm at work on Friday, so I'll see you then if you're on afternoon shifts there. If not, well, I'll see you when I see you. Let's go. Okay. I hope I do find some receptor. I don't think I actually know what it looks like. I know there's about 9 or so different types of what's what I'm looking for here? Of life form, yeah, that I haven't clapped eyes on yet, and I definitely do want to complete the set. Okay, so let's see what we can see with this. Okay, how much of this am I going to pick up in just one hit?
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Heartbreaker. So that's tussock, ventusas, the most yeah, I'm not going to bother with that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, let's see what the brown dwarf has to say for itself. What did that dwarf say?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Can't believe my glasses are just hiding on top of the printer like that all along. It's just making me look bad. Making me look like I really do need glasses. Oh. Mm-hmm. Right, next up is M-class star, I think.
Drive charging.
Yeah, no, it's a K-class. Orange dwarf. Well, yellow-orange dwarf. It's main sequence at any rate. Okay, was that notification that my package has just arrived?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
11:20 and 1:20 today. Excelente. Okay, so where? We've got a water world here potentially. It's a water world. Right then, and
Frameshift drive charging.
oops, oh dear. Alrighty then. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a whole bunch of snowballs. One of those snowballs has worm life on it. What type? Two of those snowballs have life. Three snowballs with life. 4 snowballs. 5. There is 4. Right. I thought I was just making a joke there, but no, turns out I was correct. 4. Fine. Yep, so 4. Okay, what do we got here? That's bacterium, 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 and bacterium. Yeah, let's give it all a miss. All right.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, I'm sure the bacterium is lovely. They're probably really decent organism and so forth. You're quite light if you met them socially. But yeah, just don't have time for that.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so this is an F-type star, so good chance of stratum tectonicus here, especially if we can get some high metal contact worlds with thin atmosphere. We'll see how we do. Let's boogie on ahead. Right, okay. Well, this one's busy out here. Whoa. So many little moons. Okay, there you are. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of, we've got some high metal content bodies here that are terraformable. Yeah, nothing there with any biosigns, so we're moving on. So we'll finish off with, I reckon, 30 jumps today. Just because, yeah, I do need to be able to get up and do something else and so forth, because I'm about to fall asleep in my chair, even with all the coffee that's sloshing around in my body at the moment. Dag nabbit, it's already... Yep, they're both getting... Okay. Okay, so we've got life signs here. What have we got? More bacterium. Stratum tectonicus. Okay, we're definitely going to have to look that out in bacterium. Okay, so... Definitely got to go check this one out. If there's stratum tectonicus, I want it.
Surface scan at 50%. Surface scan complete.
Heartbreaker.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Coming up near the end of today's batch of jumps. Okay, no biosigns here either. Time to move on. Jump 28 of 30 currently underway. Okay, that's the front door. That's my package.
System scan complete.
Yay, my parcel has arrived. New headphones. Because I managed to damage the cord on these ones. Not too sure how, but I did. Oh well. Okay. Let's go.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frame shifter charging.
Okay, so what am I going to call Raccoon? Okay, so for those that are wondering, I got some Superlux HD 688 BK Mark II studio headphones. The ones that I'm wearing at the moment are the 661s, I think. Hang on, I'll just double check. They're very inexpensive and they do punch above their weight when it comes to sound quality and so forth. They're 681s, HD 681s. And as I said, they do punch above their weight. Okay, so 29 bodies in this system. Let's just slow down and see what we can find. Da-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Oh, it's busy here. Well, we've got some biosigns here. Okay, we've got some potential for some high value payouts. I'm totally down for this sort of activity. Mm-hmm. Right, well, that was busy as hell. Yep, and there's that, there's this. We've got a water world out here. And looks like another water world as well. Yes. Right, let's get all of this squared away so I can have a look at the what the potential biocides are on that B5 alpha. Okay, what do we got here? We got potential electrae, fumarola, bacterium, and funticula. Well, I'm going to have a look at it. So that's B5 alpha. Of course, no guarantee it's going to be any of the really good ones. Might be a whole bunch of squirrels spitting nothing, but gotta play the numbers. Gotta play the numbers. You know, sometimes you come up holding a whole bunch of coin at the end of the day. Come on. Not too shabby at all. Time to come rocketing in, because okay, gonna measure this one in because it's busy out here. I wonder if we can do a cheeky little multi-scan here. I'll just see if I can't scan that ringer system as well while I'm here. Half impulse. Right. So that's 6 probes on this one.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Fumaroles, geysers, bacterium, funticula, fumarola. Okay, what's the fumarola going to be capping out at here? Fumarola is 31 million. And the bacterium might be pricey as well. So I'm going to go point myself in the general direction of that. Let's see, bacterium, fumarola. Yep, that's where I'm going. Okay, let's see how we go after this. Interesting if we get one of the interesting if we get the okay, yeah, there's another tautology. That's my second of the day. Someone stop me.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, yeeting myself at the bottom of that impact crater there. Right. The fumarola should be absolutely everywhere. Okay, so it's 0.23 G. I have no idea. Okay, let's... Okay, step out. Let's see what the bacteria is. Who knows, it might be one of the good ones. Bacterium virata, for example, 19.4, 19.5 million. Oh, that is so pretty out here. I think this is vesicula. That's Tella. It's only 9.7 million. Okay. Okay, there's another one. And that grotty looking thing over there is probably the other one I'm supposed to be finding, which is looks like it, well, let's see, it could be fumarola. Doesn't look like any type of funticular that I'm familiar with. Ah, yep. That'd be Fumarola because it's near a Fumarole. And there's the other one. What's the difference? Oh, only 100 meters. I can get out and walk that. Cool. Do 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 do. This guy likes sprinting a lot. Okay, not gonna lie, that looks kind of disgusting around here. Okay, that's about 40 million under the 41 million actually. Yeah, 41 million and change just from those two little samples as well. And apparently there's Fonticula campestris is out here as well. Do I really want to go looking for that? It's like going to be up in those rocky mountains and so forth, and yeah, just no. Not without a nomad here to make life easy for me. Okie dokie, now it's time for the next step in navigation.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 1, engage.
Okay, that was profitable. Let's, oh, okay, next up is last stop.
Ready to engage.
Right, okay, 17 bodies here. I'm the first person around. Okay, this says it's time to stop and smell the roses. And scan the planets. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, 3 planets so far with life signs potential. Almost certainly not stratum tectonicus, but you never know. My guess is it's probably going to be funticular and bacteria. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Potentials for electrum, bacterium, and funticular. All the way down the map. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to jump out of this system into the next one, and then I will call. Nah. I'm going to call it a day here. So yeah, it's time to call it a day. A little bit on the tired side, and I do need to get stuff done. So I will see you all again on Friday. New starting time 9 a.m. through to 12 p.m. That's UTC plus 10. So if you're paying attention to UCT times, UTC rather, it'll be 11 p.m. Thursday night. And that, of course, is 9 a.m. Friday morning. And I will see you all again. And while we're all out there in the real world, interacting with real people and touching real grass, be careful or be good, or at least be good at it. And whatever you do, don't do whatever I do, because that will be terribly, terribly boring and done. And I will see you all again on Friday.